wishing you happiness, clarity, and freedom today. We are here in the friendly enclosure because it's raining out, and I believe that whenever the sun is not shining, whenever the clouds are out and it's rainy, it actually does have a physiological effect on your mood, on your vibration, on your body. So if the vibe is off, if the mood is off, maybe it's because of the rain. I don't know. But I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are doing fantastic on this beautiful day. Remember to give thanks today. Remember to be grateful for everything that you got. Okay, life is amazing. Life is a gift. Always remind yourself of that fact in every single moment, and you will be safe, protected, and happy. So, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about emotional intelligence. Okay, what is emotional intelligence, aka EQ? AKA EQ, okay? We all know about IQ, right? We all know about IQ. IQ is basically your mental intelligence, your mercurial. Mercury is the planet that represents your mind and your analytical brain and thinking. Basically, the part of you that can do math problems, that can think, that can count, that can analytically observe this three-dimensional reality. That is your IQ, and is also like your problem-solving skills, your solving puzzles, solving problems, basically your intelligence, your overall mental IQ, your intelligence. All right, we all know what this is, but no one talks about the more important one, emotional intelligence. In my opinion, this is the more important intelligence, okay? We have two forms of intelligence. We have our brain, and then we have everything else, our heart, our body. Our emotional body is very, very critical to life itself. And no one talks about the EQ. Everyone talks about the IQ in this world. But we need to start talking about emotional intelligence. We need to start talking about the importance of emotional intelligence. If you don't have emotional intelligence, you are going to be finding yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. You're going to be finding yourself feeling certain ways that you don't want to feel. So I want to help you today, tell you what emotional intelligence is, and tell you how you can increase your emotional EQ. Okay, in my opinion, what EQ really is your awareness. Awareness is key. Awareness is one of the main key ideas in my life that I look at, that I think about all the time. Awareness. You must have awareness of your emotions. You must be aware of your emotions. Emotions. Energy is the E, and motion. Emotion. Energy in motion. This is what emotions are. When you are feeling very happy, when you are feeling very sad, when you are feeling very angry, when you are feeling depressed, deep rest. Your energy is in motion. Okay, if you feel very scared, you get butterflies in your stomach. If you feel very excited, you feel something in your stomach as well. And fear and excitement are actually very similar, but different. So, when you feel very sad and you're crying, you just lost your sports match, you just lost your baseball game, and you're crying now. It was the big tournament and you lost and you were looking forward to it, and now you're crying in the bathroom on the floor and you don't know what to do. And your energy is actually rising up to your eyes, and that is why tears come out. Tears flow out because the energy has risen, and the energy is really hitting you in your heart and your whole body. It's just energy in motion. Okay, next time you get super angry, super sad, super excited, become aware. Back to awareness. Awareness is everything. Awareness is absolutely everything. if you are not aware of your emotions, then you're not going to understand that what it really is energy in motion. Everything is energy. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla said this. Energy, frequency, and vibration is everything. So when we talk about EQ, if you want to raise your emotional intelligence, you must become aware of your emotions. And only when you are aware of your emotions can you shift them and control them and shift your vibration. Become the alchemist that can create your own mood. You can shift your own mood regardless of your 3D situation, regardless of your external situations. You can feel whatever way you want. And it's the world within. You must tap in to this world within to raise your EQ, to raise your emotional intelligence. Your emotional intelligence is your overall ability to control your emotions, to be aware of your emotions. Basically, in a nutshell, EQ is awareness of emotions. If I had to sum it up, it is your awareness of your own emotions, of your own energy in motion. Okay? And throughout the day, our moods are going to go up and they're going to go down. They're going to go up and down constantly throughout life. That is a no-brainer. That is going to happen no matter what on a physiological level. The moon goes around the earth, and the moon represents your emotions, your waxing and your waning moods that go up. They reach their peak, the full moon, and then they slimmer down, waxing phase all the way to the new moon, where we set new intentions, new beginnings. So regardless of anything, your mood is going to shift throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the months. These cycles that go on that are natural and that are really beautiful, actually. These cycles go on, and we can't really control that, but we can have some control over our own emotions. It's a mix of nature and us actually being aware. So when you become aware of your own energy, you can raise your emotional intelligence. Now, how to raise your emotional intelligence? We know what it is. It is your awareness of your emotions. In my opinion, this is what it is. You may have a different perspective on it, but EQ to me is your awareness of your emotions, your energy in motion. So when you are aware of your energy in motion, you can raise your EQ. But how do we become aware of our energy in motion? How do we do this? The number one way is to think of any distractions that are in your life and start to let them go. Let go of distractions. What are you feeding your eyes throughout your daily life? What are you putting into your system? Because what you consume consumes you. What you consume consumes you. So what are you consuming? Ask yourself, what am I consuming on a daily basis? Am I consuming content that is uplifting me, that is supporting me, that is supporting my highest self? Or am I consuming content that is supporting my lower self, my lower nature? Whenever you follow your higher nature, you are instantly raising your EQ. You are instantly following your intuition. You are doing the right thing. So the number one way, in my opinion, to raise your EQ is to identify distractions in your life and start to let them go, little by little. So, a big distraction that is in a lot of people's lives that I've been noticing is the cellular device. Yes, the cellular device. Technology is amazing. Technology is wonderful. I'm able to do this right now, right? It's so wonderful. But technology is a double-edged sword. Okay? I don't know the exact meaning of that phrase. I think I did it right. But it's a double-edged sword. There's two sides to it. Technology is such an amazing, wonderful tool, but we as humans are learning how to use technology, and a lot of us aren't using it the right way. A lot of us are abusing technology rather than being aware of it and using it in a positive way. So apps that are like social media especially. You got to watch out for social media. What kind of content are you consuming? Are you mindlessly scrolling all day through Instagram, looking at other people's lives, lowering your own vibration because you wish you could be like them? You are trying to escape the present moment. You are in a state of deep rest. You are depressed. Are you scrolling through Instagram mindlessly? It's okay to go on Instagram, but be aware of it. Be aware. Are you scrolling mindlessly, or are you actually consciously aware of what you're doing? Awareness is everything. You got to be aware of the distractions in your life, identify them, and start to let them go. Identify the distraction and start to let them go. This is why I always say, get out in nature. Just get out in nature, because when you get out in nature, something magical happens. You gain the ability to connect within. You are letting go of distractions. You are creating an own inner paradise. An inner paradise. I like that. You are creating and crafting an inner paradise within, which is your emotions and your emotional intelligence. And you are gaining control over your life when you let go of distractions, when you become aware. Okay? Number 2 way how to raise your EQ, you can simply meditate. I always talk about meditation, but it is so great because meditation is the act of doing nothing. You are doing nothing and you are just being fallen into the present moment. And the present moment is where your awareness lies. 24/7, 365, your awareness is always right in the present moment. Right in the present moment, you are always aware. Even when you're on your phone scrolling mindlessly, you are aware of that. You know what you're doing. Your higher self, you, who you really are, your higher self, knows what you're doing. It knows what you're doing no matter what you're doing. You could be doing anything, working, on your phone, going out in nature. Your higher self is always active and always aware. The part of you that is always active and always aware knows everything. So that is why we get these terrible feelings when we know we are doing something that is wrong. When we know we are doing something that is feeding our lower nature, our higher self is like, what's going on? What are you doing? And that's why our vibration is lowered, because we're split, we are split. So if you want to raise your EQ, meditate, let go of distractions, do the right thing, follow your intuition, do the right thing, enter the beautiful present moment. The present, it's a gift. The present moment is a gift. So enter the present moment and find your real power. Find what life's really about. Okay, this is what life's really about. Right now, my higher self is active and it knows that I'm doing the right thing. It knows that I'm spreading a good message and that I'm following my own authentic truth. My own authentic truth, right? You can speak your own authentic truth. You can speak your own authentic truth, and that will raise your vibration. That will raise your emotional intelligence as well. So, another way to just raise your emotional intelligence is become aware of your interactions with other people. Okay, throughout the day, we have a lot of interactions with other people, family members, loved ones, friends. Try your best to calm the ego. A lot of times the ego can get in the way when, say, we get in an argument, we get in a little fight with somebody. Our ego wants to snap back and prove ourselves right because it's our own protective system. But the more we feed the ego, the more we snap against other people, fight against other people, and try to raise ourselves up, the more we do that, the more separation and division we create. We must let go of the ego and understand that we are all one. We are all the same. We are all human beings. We are the multi-dimensional being. We are the one multi-dimensional being having individual human experiences, but we are all really the same. So you need to be aware of your interactions with other people, and then you can raise your EQ. You can let go of the ego. You can understand that we are all the same. We are no different, you and I. Why are we fighting? There is no reason to fight with anybody else. you're just fighting with yourself. We're like little kids, like we don't understand what we're doing. That's what it's like. We're little kids just playing. We don't really know what we're doing. So we need to become aware. Awareness is everything. If you want to leave this video with one idea, how to raise your EQ, become aware. It's the overarching idea. Become aware. Spiritual awareness is everything. Enter the present moment and find your true power. Gain the ability to control your moods. When you start to raise your EQ, you will find that life becomes so much more fascinating. Life becomes what it's really supposed to be. You find your own authentic truth. You live the way that you want to live. You're not living somebody else's life. You're not stuck in fear. You're not stuck in depression. You realize that you have power over your emotions. It is up to you. It really is up to you. So become aware, and then you can control your emotions, control your mood. And to finish this video off, I want to say that it is a process. It is obviously a long process that takes years. It takes years, it takes months, it takes weeks. It takes a long time to develop this inner connectedness, this inner knowing of your emotions, your energy and motion. It takes a while. Trust me, it's a process. And I'm on this process too. I'm no master, I'm no saint. I'm on this process too, just sharing my journey, sharing my experience. And it's a process. It takes time. You will suffer. You will go through hardships, but that is how we grow. We grow through the things we go through. Okay? We grow through the things we go through. Understand that, and you can make things a little bit easier. So thank you all so much for tuning into this video. I love each and every single one of you. I want you to have a wonderful day. Remember that you are spectacular. You are limitless. You are talented. You are everything. You are amazing. Everything is going to work out in your life. Tell yourself that every single day. And make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.